And I'm not sure if anyone has ever said this phrase before, but I guess happy Groundhog Day? And regardless of whatever the groundhogs say, just know that you might be upset with whatever they say. There's another side of the story where people are absolutely excited. So whatever side of the story you're on here, those groundhogs will officially make their predictions. Now, what we have going on out west, once again, some wet weather. Interior snowfall over higher elevations, but those snow levels are set to rise a little bit through the prairies. Another clipper system moves through, and it's a conveyor belt of systems. It's going to be one after another. Through the Great Lakes, cool but relatively quiet. We do have a system moving through, creating flurries and pockets of snow, and of course, in the Atlantic, you know exactly what's happening. So here's a look at coast to coast, what we're expecting in terms of the conditions for your Monday. Obviously, there's a change in terms of the overall weather pattern in terms of the Arctic air. It is starting to retreat, so temperatures are becoming a little bit more comfortable. We'll talk regions now. To the north, more seasonable temperatures, -5 in Whitehorse, and we're basically looking at seasonable highs through the rest of the region, through Northwest Territories into Nunavut as well. What about BC? Well, BC, you're dealing with rainfall along with temperatures just a touch above normal. Through the prairies, we're looking at the warmth extending from that Pacific flow into Alberta. Saskatchewan, Manitoba, you're still dealing with the cold with some flurries and pockets of light snow across Saskatchewan. For the Great Lakes, we do have flurries and pockets of snow moving through. Not an intense snowfall, mostly flurries coming in off of Lake Huron and Georgian Bay through the afternoon. GTA, Eastern Ontario, you'll hold on to bright but still cooler than normal conditions. Similar story across southern Quebec and into Atlantic Canada. Yes, we're talking about that nor'easter, so let's get into it. Conditions will be improving through the morning hours. Snowfall will continue across eastern Nova Scotia, Cape Breton, and Pound, eastern Newfoundland, especially the Avalon, where it's a combination of the intense snowfall, especially during the morning, maybe some ice pellets and snow, combined with the ice pellets and wind. It's going to be blizzard-like, and that's going to be the story into the evening. Conditions will gradually improve into Tuesday morning across the Avalon, but those winds are still going to be around 90 kilometers an hour. So it might stop snowing, but there's still going to be some blowing snow. So obviously it's going to be one of those stormy days. Once again, Newfoundland, you will feel the brunt of this storm, especially with snowfall. St. John's, you could see in excess of 50 centimeters. What about the rest of the region? Well, eastern Canada, as I mentioned, is a little cooler. We're going to get these reinforcing shots of colder air from time to time. But what happens Friday? A system moves through, giving more widespread light snow, and that will be followed by possibly the coldest air of the season so far. And with the frequent cool downs that we've been experiencing, I mean, we haven't been above zero in Toronto for about 2 weeks. And because of the Great Lakes starting to freeze up, especially Georgian Bay, our first weaker cold front moves through late Monday and into Tuesday. Not a significant response off of Georgian Bay and Lake Huron, so it's kind of nuisance snow. Out west, it's the reverse. Warmth continues to build, especially with this upper ridge starting to extend aloft, and that will continue to provide above normal temperatures, and that will be the trend for the first full week of February. Snowfall will once again be in place across Saskatchewan. That will continue to clear out as we get into the morning. What about BC? You're dealing with rainfall, and that will continue to be the case for Monday.